Fadi, thank you so much for your time. It's great to see you.
Pleasure to be here, Vernon. Thank you for having me.
Well, welcome to Binance Blockchain Week Dubai.
It's very exciting to have Binance here.
Is there anywhere else that is driving Web3 and crypto as much as Dubai and the UAE?
Well, that's exactly what I was saying on stage early this morning, is that this is the place to be. I mean, Dubai has adopted this industry. It wants to be at the heart of this global industry, and it wants to attract the companies, the entrepreneurs, the talent to come and build their businesses out of here, because the future of the global economy is going to be around blockchains eventually. The digital economy of that future is that, and Binance is at the heart of it. I mean, and since Dubai wants to be at the heart of this industry, so there is an incredible match here. There's a symbiosis in many ways.
It's great, and Wamda Capital has always sort of looked at the startup community and fostering that innovation. How have you seen, or how have you navigated the kind of transition from traditional businesses into Web3, and when did your journey start with Web3 and crypto?
So my journey started, believe it or not, in Web 1. And then, so I was the first investor in the internet space when people did not believe that there was an internet economy, right? And like everything else, it took a while for people to adopt and believe in the blockchains. It took a while to understand what the blockchains are. And no, we went in very early. So I have to give that to my son, Faris, because he was, generations just takes, the younger generation gets to adopt and understand and run with things much faster than people like me. But I understood the entrepreneurship journey, and we moved along with it. So we're very early adopters of this story. So very early, maybe 10 years ago.
What did that look like when your son kind of came to you and went, Dad, I think you should have a look at this?
I'm an entrepreneur, right? And so I understand risk, I appreciate risk. I'm also an investor. And I also have tried to read about it and educate myself early on. What's this blockchain, cryptocurrency stuff? And maybe it flew above my head. But when Faris came in and said, I think we need to do this and that. And so one, investing in funds. Number two, Bitcoin. I said, okay, do that. Because that's what I do. If I'm not going to support a new idea that comes from my son, then I'm not going to be an early stage investor. So I took the bet. He had high conviction, and I had high conviction in him. So that's how it worked.
What advice?
And we've benefited, right? Because when you're early, you're gonna, and you're patient. You're not worried about, people saying, "Oh, crash! Oh, boom! Oh, you ride the wave and you stay in it all the way through, and it will love you back."
Beautifully put. Beautifully put. As an early investor into startups, what advice would you give to the businesses that are starting to grow, especially kind of in the MENA region?
So my advice and the lessons I've learned is don't let the complications of the market stop you from building your business. If you are convinced, if you have conviction of what you're building, what you're solving for, stay the course. The ecosystem will get there. If you're doing something new, but the ecosystem is also in constant movement. So build the team. This is an open region. Find people that help you out. Find mentors. Find people that will open doors for you. Don't be shy. Knock on doors all the time. Don't take no for an answer from the first time. People will get through with this. So keep, tenacity and struggle is part of the entrepreneurship story. And so come, this city is, and this region is complicated, but once you are able to figure it out, it's rewarding.
One of the backbones of crypto is community. And I wondered if you could speak to how you found the Web3 and crypto community compared to kind of TradFi back in the day. Is it more inclusive? Is it more open? I guess because
it's more community.
Yeah, everyone's at the pinnacle trying to drive forward.
It's more community. I feel the power of community.
Yeah.
I feel there's more collaboration. I feel in Web 2.0 or Web 1 in the region, there weren't too many people anyway. I mean, there were few companies popping up, but I feel that there is this aura around this industry, and there is this feeling that something disruptive and something big is going to happen, and it's exponential. You know, even the internet was, we thought it's exponential, but no way to compare to where it is. And then once AI sits on top of this thing, and I mean, I don't think I'll be able to grasp what was going to happen. But yeah, so there is this thing that you feel that there's a breakout. Momentum. We're gonna go somewhere else. Suddenly you don't feel it, you know, because everything exponential, you know, the sea would be calm, and you don't think anything is happening. You say, where is it? Where is this blockchain thing? I don't feel it. And then suddenly you are going to find a tsunami coming on your way, because that's what exponential is. It moves so rapidly to the next life. And I think we're just starting to taste it and feel it, specifically when AI came to play in this game.
When you look at new businesses, what are the things that sort of stick out for you as being investable? Because it takes a keen eye to be able to see what is going to be rather than what is now.
Yeah, no, look, I mean, DeFi and finance is the core of what needs to be disrupted, in my view. I mean, this is so critical at this stage. And the incumbents better realize that. And I think regulators need to have a serious talk about this, because the industry is not going to go away. The entrepreneurs are not going to go away, no matter how much you're going to stop them. They're going to always find a place to go and build. And even though it might look, you know, some people say this is a shady industry, etc. You can say all you want about this. If you look at history of entrepreneurship, if you look at the history of disruptors, they always said something bad about them until they became the dominant player, because they kept at it. They kept at it. And I think finance needs to have a serious look at this, and specifically in a world that is politically complicated, and it's dominated by one single currency, and the regulator of what that single currency, you know, the global south has ideas and wants freedom, and freedom is essential. And so if you want to have democracy, so the freedom of finance needs to match it.
There's been a lot of momentum across 2024. What are you hopeful for going into 2025? What do you foresee?
I think it's, you know, depending on several things that's going to happen in the political world, which I'm not going to delve into now. But I think regardless, really, at the end of it, regardless, I mean, the industry is getting there. It's going to be very soon. You don't want to say mainstream, but it's going to be a stream that is essential for people to be in. It's going to be one of the big players that people will pay attention to across the board, whoever they are, politicians, regulators, and definitely the entrepreneurs that are coming to build. And people feel it. Look at the vibe here. Yeah. With the Binance week. It's just incredible.
Well, you know, it's a very good point. It's the biggest one yet. There's 4,000 people coming in. How important do you feel these events are in terms of...
Essential. Yeah. Essential. This is community. I mean, you know, when 5,000 people come here, it's a community congregating. And imagine the learning, imagine the networking, imagine the investment, imagine the stuff that you learn. I mean, that's the beauty of community. And Binance thinks of itself as a community builder at the end of the day. Platform. And the platform is open for everybody to come and play with, play in.